Everyone. Today I'm going to give a little presentation about SAP ECAT. SAP ECAT is a small automated testing tool. The full name is Extended Computer Aided Test Tool. With this tool you can create automated functional test cases for majority of applications running in SAP environment. Like a lot of test tools in the market, it works by making a recording of an application, which you can then put your own parameters and replay with different set of input values. You can of course test the behavior of the application by reading and testing the new values returned by the application. I have in my previous projects, I can see a lot of consultants like to use that as a mass data creation tool, but SAP does not suggest using ECAT to manipulate data in a productive system. Okay, before I start, I will introduce my system environment. This is S/4HANA. As you can see from here, S/4HANA on-premise 1610. The transaction code to start ECAT is SECAT. Here I have a list of all the ECAT objects I have found recently. And let's take a look at this one, the set_cycle, because in this small cycle I have chained a lot of transaction codes inside. As you can see, this is the script window. First of all, I started from creating a sales order. Then I move on with planning and purchasing and production and outbound delivery. Okay, this is a parameter window, and you can see this is a input parameter, and this is local, and this is export. If you want to toggle from parameter to command interface, you can click on this one. I have all the interfaces available here. And if you look at the attributes, here I have some fields for the maintenance system. It's called System Data Container and Target System. This is very nice because normally people don't want to deploy their ECAT scripts everywhere, here and there in different systems. On the opposite, they want to centralize management. So the best way is that you create all the ECAT test scripts from one instance, for example, Solution Manager, and then you connect to other SAP, ERP, or whatever instance from there via RFC connections. So normally a target system is just a logical name for all the similar SAP instance. It's mapped as an entry in a system data container. Okay, let's go back, and then we can have a try by clicking on execute. If you look at this UI control, you can select this one to highlight the code GUI elements so that everybody can see what's been changed there on the screen. Let's start. So the first step is creating a sales order. There's nothing special. You put in your sold to party and ship to party. Then I forgot to put in my customer reference number, which is the PO number, but I will amend it later. And this is the product to be sold. Because I have prepared only one set of mass data, so I'm going to use this one. And this is the characteristics list. All the values are generated automatically via Java code. Okay, this is the ATP check. Okay, now I'm still missing the condition value for pricing. Okay, again, the price is also generated automatically. Or let's say randomly. Let's make an incompletion check. So I'm missing this customer reference number, and the system will generate it for me. Okay, done. And save. Now I get a sales order number. Next step is the MRP run. Just put in your material number and part number, and here's my favorite MRP parameters. It takes a while, because this is sandbox system, the connection is really bad. Okay, it seems I have to purchase a few materials because of the purchase requisitions I've got. So next time, let's convert the purchase requisitions to a PO. Here's a small trick, because first of all, I have to get the number of rows. It means that how many rows, the row counts. How many rows do we have on the screen? There's a small command called get GUI. You have to use. Okay, here is just a standard transaction called NE58. Let's save. So now I got my PO number. Okay, saying that the supplier is ready to deliver. So I can create my inbound delivery. Okay, good. So next step is posting the goods receipt against the inbound delivery. At the same time, the batch numbers are generated automatically also. Of course, next step you have to pay. As you can see, I'm displaying an existing invoice number because I want to bypass or I want to manipulate the pop-up window of company code. Okay, here everything goes back to normal. I put in my invoice date, and of course PO number. And calculate tax. Okay, good. I have my balance number. This is again, I have to use the get GUI to get the total amount to be booked. Okay, good. It's posted. Now we can move on with production module. So first of all, I need a production number. I convert the plan order convert a plan order to a production order. Because I have only one unproduced material, so I have only one plan order also. The next step, I have to release my production order. Before I can release my production order, the system is doing the ATP check for all the components automatically. Okay, next step is the production order confirmation. I'm doing this on the header level so that it's easier for everyone. Next step, I'm going to assign the batches. This is, I have to confess, the process is a little bit twisted. Normally you have to assign the batch first, then you can move on with your production confirmation. But technical wise, it's nothing special. Let's just do it. As you can see, I'm coming to the batch determination. Okay, now I have all the batch numbers assigned. So let's move on with the goods issue against this production order. Okay, good. Goods issue posted. So next step is the goods receipt. I put in my storage location, then I save it. Okay. At this moment, I have all the finished goods ready. So next step, let's move on with outbound. So before that, I have to update the schedule line for the sales order item. Because at the moment, when we create a sales order, we didn't have enough stock to cover the requirement. But now we have everything. So let's update it. Otherwise, you cannot make an outbound delivery. Good. Now we can create a delivery with a reference to the sales order number. So delivery is saved. And then I can move on with transfer order because I have to do a picking from warehouse. Okay, picking is done. So next step, I can post goods issue against this outbound delivery. And the movement type will be 287. This is going to be a two-step goods issue posting. So the first step, you post it to the interim GL account, but it's still on your balance sheet, meaning that you are still the owner of this stock. So next step, we move on with POD, proof of delivery, saying this customer has received my delivery. Okay. You confirm it. So at this moment, my 601 movement is posted. So finally, we can create a billing document for this customer. Okay, good. It seems everything is okay. If you want to check, you can click here to see a little more details. You can see I have all the string numbers and sequences. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's all. Thanks. Bye.